We are actually 5 seconds before 11 o'clock, but that was just a perfect place to stop. So let's hear it for our band one more time. Welcome to everybody that is joining us online. We're so delighted to have you be part of our service here today. And I know that if you are here, you are not here by accident, but you are here by divine appointment. For this is the moment that we come together to know the wholeness, the vitality, and the strength of us as individuals, as a collective, and as of the entire planet Earth. Today on Earth Day Sunday, we'll call it, our celebration of Earth Day, we know that we are brought together by the earth itself. We are not separate from it. We are not a product of it. We are one. One with the earth, one with spirit, one with all creation. So I invite us to take that into our opening prayer. For those of you who I have not met, I am Reverend Ken Daigle, and I have the honor of being the senior minister here. And one of the things that I do know and that we teach in Unity is that prayer changes us. Prayer doesn't change anything on the outside, but prayer changes us. And in that transition, that transformation, everything else has to shift, has to adjust to the shift in consciousness, the shift in awareness, the shift into possibility. So right here and right now, I invite you to take a deep breath, to recognize that the breath you are taking consciously happens thousands of times a day without you having to do a thing. And that in this breath contains all the substance and the energy that you need to thrive, to live, to change, step by step, moment by moment, interaction by interaction. So we know that this moment is a special gift of the divine, a special gift of life itself, unfolding in miraculous ways, unfolding in peace and serenity, unfolding in love and caring, unfolding in creation itself. In this spring, we watch as the trees and the flowers bloom, as the earth rotates and tips on its axis, and we feel the warmth and the energy of the sun on our face, on our backs, in each moment. So right here and right now, with our eyes closed or our eyes open, we see with new lenses. We see with divine eyes. We see the beauty. We see the majesty. We see the wonder of the world. Not as it is, but as God sees it, as Spirit has made it, as life is unfolding. For this time, for this day, and for this life, we are truly grateful. And together we say, Amen. Ashe.
I see trees of green, red roses too. I see them bloom for me and for you. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world. I see skies of blue and clouds of white, the bright blessed day and the dark sacred night. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world. The colors of the rainbow, so pretty in the sky, are also in the faces of the people passing by. I see friends shaking hands, saying, how do you do? They're really saying, I love you. Oh, I hear babies cry. I watch them grow. They'll learn much more than I'll ever know. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world. Oh yeah. I think to myself, what a wonderful world.
Yes. And let's welcome back the wonderful Jessica Ross.
It is so good to be here. Thank you.
Thank you for being here, blessing us with your talent, with your music, with your love, but also you're today's platform assistant along with me.
I'm going to be up here a lot.
My name's Tyler. I'm one of your prayer chaplains here at Unity San Francisco. We both want to say welcome to Sunday morning here at Unity. Both everybody here in the sanctuary, welcome to all of our friends online. Whether you're viewing with us live on Sunday, April 27th, something like that, 26th, or you're viewing us in the future, we send you our love and that we are one together, one unified human species, sending and receiving love collectively.
Yes.
Yes.
It is so nice to see everybody here and know that there's people all around. Oh, wait, is this how a microphone works? Okay, great. Yes. So it's wonderful, wonderful. Thank you for bringing your energy and your joy here today.
Yes. What we do here is we set our intention. We practice going within, finding an inner exploration of the divinity that is within us, knowing that we're divine. We set our intention. We practice. We study together in classes and on Sunday mornings. We learn how to set our intention. We practice. One of the things we do at Unity San Francisco is each year we give the year a theme. So for 2026, we've decided to call this year our collective year of manifestation. So no matter whether the winds and the storms are blowing, I'm still going to believe that my good and the good of those around me is still manifesting. Yes. Right.
And needs to continue manifesting.
Yes, yes. It does not stop.
Right.
Love your neighbor did not stop. How do I know? Because we're still here. Right?
Yeah.
So, the power to manifest, the power to love our neighbor, the power to create a world that works for everyone. They say it can't be done. What if I say it can? Right?
And when it feels difficult in the realm of the human, we have nature and the beautiful green trees and the blue sky and everything to anchor us back into continuous infinite creation.
Yes, 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 yes. Creation has not stopped, right? It is still unfolding. We are still unfolding. Now, with this year of manifestation, we have an affirmation. I'll say it once, and then we invite you to say this together. I commit to creating in the realm of infinite possibility. Can we know this together? I commit to creating in the realm of infinite possibility. And so it is.
So it is.
All right. I'm going to draw your attention to the Sunday Bulletin. If you don't have a Sunday Bulletin, raise your hand. One of the ushers will bring you one. Inside of there is a connection card. We invite you to turn to the connection card, fill out the first half, let us know who you are and how you found out about Unity San Francisco.
Yes, and especially if you are here for the first time, we would love to welcome you. We have a little welcome gift for you that is both here in the sanctuary and online. So look for the little link online to say, hey, I'm a first-time guest,
Yes.
and we'll make sure you get your gift.
Yes. If you're here in person, see one of us afterwards. We'd love to give you a gift. If you're online, look for the connection card link in the chat. That's where to let us know that you're a first-time guest. Now, we always have meditations here at Unity every week.
Like an abundance of meditations.
Right.
We have meditation here before the service, 10:15 a.m. And then Monday to Friday at noon, we have an online meditation. So you can reset that, your day anytime and record it so you can do them at any time.
Yes.
All on unitysf.org.
Yes, go to the website for that library of meditations and inspiration and music on our website, unitysf.org. Now, the music team is coming into place. We invite you to rise, stand to your feet, let the music move you. See if it comes out of not only your voice, but also out of your limbs. Let's sing together, In the Land of I Am.
Good morning, Unity San Francisco. Are we ready to sing? Let's go. In the land of I am more than I have been. I am more than I will be. I am all that I am. In the land of I am more than I have been. I am more than I will be. I am all that I am. In the land of I am more than I have been. I am more than I will be. I am all that I am. The songs of all my great-grandfathers and the dreams of all my great-grandfathers and the way to rise beyond the pain. Oh, live, oh, live, oh, live in me. In the land of I am more than I have been. I am more than I will be. I am all that I am. In the land of I am more than I have been. I am more than I will be. I am all that I am. And the smiles of all the unborn children and the dream of a better day to come and the dance of heaven with the earth. All with a handshake, a hug, a toe tap, or a fist bump. Please respect people's distancing. Happy Sunday.
Hello and welcome to everyone. We're so glad that you're here with us, whether you're joining us from across the city or somewhere around the world. If you're watching our live stream, we'd truly love to hear from you. Your experience matters to us, and your feedback helps us grow and serve more fully. So feel free to reach out to us anytime at office@unitysf.com and let us know what we're doing well and what we can do better. And if this ministry is supporting you, inspiring you, or making a difference in your life, I invite you to support our work. At Unity San Francisco, we are committed to creating a world that works for all people, unapologetically inclusive, radically welcoming, and grounded in love. Your generosity helps us to continue to show up in that mission, both in this community and around the world. You can give easily by using the QR code on your screen. Thank you for being part of this community. We're grateful that you're here. Namaste.
All right. Welcome back, everyone. Welcome back. I know that you haven't had time to say hi to everybody yet, but I promise there'll be more time after service, and we have some great hospitality for you. Downstairs and upstairs, we have our kids. So this is a smaller set today, but we are honored that they're here with us. And we have an affirmation for these kids and all the world's kids, the children of the earth, because there's, as the song that Jessica just sang said, it's like, they know more than we ever will, right? Because they are born into the future, and they carry with them the wisdom of the ages. So for all the world's children, we say this affirmation: you are God's perfect expression of divine life. We see you and we love you exactly the way you are. Can we all know this together? You are God's perfect expression of divine life. We see you and we love you exactly the way you are. Amen. All right. See you guys later. Have fun. Okay. And so, as we said a couple times, it's Earth Day, and we have a great celebration for you with it. Reverend Eleesabeth is going to join me on platform, and we're going to share the platform talking about how we get back into right relationship with the earth. And that is a constant, ongoing process. But before we do that, I'm going to invite back up to the stage Jessica Rahm.
Thank you. You think you own whatever land you land on. The earth is just a dead thing you can claim. But I know every rock and tree and creature has a life, has a spirit, has a name. You think the only people who are people are the people who look and think like you. But if you walk the footsteps of a stranger, you'll learn things you never knew you never knew. Have you ever heard the cry to the blue corn moon, or asked the grinning bobcat why he grins? Can you sing with all the voices of the mountain? Can you paint with all the colors of the wind? Can you paint with all the colors of the wind? Come run the hidden pine trails of the forest. Come taste the sun-sweet berries of the earth. Come roll in all the riches that surround you, and for once never wonder what they're worth. The rainstorm and the river are my brothers. The heron and the otter are my friends, and we are all connected to each other in a circle, in a hoop that never ends. How high does a sycamore grow? If you cut it down, then you'll never know. And you'll never hear the wolf cry to the blue corn moon, for whether we are white or coppered skin, we need to sing with all the voices of the mountain, need to paint with all the colors of the wind. You can own the earth and still all you'll own is earth until you can paint with all the colors of the wind.
Jessica Rahm. Woo. All right. Let's welcome to platform Reverend Eleesabeth.
To paint with all the colors of the wind. We need to do that.
Yes, we do.
You know, for our own survival.
All of them.
Yeah.
All of them.
I think that the idea of how did we get out of balance? We need to get back into balance. You know, going from, we were tending early on, and now we're taking. How do we reverse that?
Well, if we look at it from the history of the human race, so did you know that one of the oldest documents that we have, one of the oldest stories that we have, is the story of Adam and Eve from Scripture? It's over 3,000 years old, and it's one of the only pieces of literature, other than the Egyptian hieroglyphs, which are older, but one of the oldest pieces is this idea of separation, this idea of being in Eden and being kicked out. And our relationship to the earth shifted in that moment. And I think it's not, of course, a historical fact. No one was sitting around writing it down, but it is a spiritual remembrance of that moment. And it's a spiritual remembrance of a moment of separation from a strictly male perspective. Because literally in the Scripture, he blames it all on the woman.
Yeah. Surprise!
And in that moment, though, they also describe the pain and the burdens that they have to endure because they have eaten from the fruit of the tree of the knowledge of good and evil. And so when we saw ourselves and we took into the concept of duality, that is good, this is bad, that is mine, this is yours, and that we started to be possessors of the earth and trying to manipulate it for our own good rather than just enjoying it. And we were kicked out of Eden, and we have lived east of Eden for centuries.
Well, maybe we needed to get that knowledge of good and evil. Maybe it was time for us to wake up and to be not children, but claiming dominion for our own spiritual health. But the story of from going from tending to taking started, I think, before that. It started when the sex of God changed, around the 3rd or 4th century BCE. And nobody really understands why that happened. A lot of people have opinions, but the goddesses started starting to lose their jobs, and the guys took over, right? But the early Greeks used to have a perfect symbol of, like the Eastern symbol of yin and yang. We had Artemis, not the spaceship, but interesting that Artemis is showing up again now, and Apollo, twins. They were twins. Artemis was the goddess of wildness and protection of things that couldn't protect themselves. And Apollo was the counterpart, twins. They're twin children of Zeus, and of order and law, the giver of laws, right? But around the 3rd or 4th century, and both of them had temples. I've actually visited the temples, Ephesus and Delphi. But Ephesus was burned to the ground around 3rd or 4th century BCE. Interesting, I don't know why, but somehow, we got out of balance. And who took over Artemis's job? Dionysus, where everything stays, everything in the Elysian fields stays in the Elysian fields. He was the god of wine and debauchery.
And merriment.
And not much protection going on there.
No.
So it's really interesting.
But it even started earlier, because Sarah and Abraham. Sarah was a goddess. Sarah was a priestess. And then when Judaism was formed through Abraham, the priestess went away, and it became the high priest, and the men are the only ones who had access. So it happened in Judaism, it happened in the pagan world, in the Greco-Roman world, and there was this shift. And then back in the 19th century, a woman came up in the United States who reimagined spirituality. Mary Baker Eddy, who founded Christian Science. She was the first woman in the United States to found a religion. And it was really powerful. I discovered her teachings in the 1980s, 100 years after she was teaching all of this. When I heard her version of the Lord's Prayer, and it goes, "Our Father, Mother, God, all harmonious, adorable one, thy kingdom is come, thou art ever present. Give us grace for today and enable us to know that love is reflected in love. For God is all, over all, and all." Amen.
I mean, oneness. Beautiful.
Wow.
That's just exquisite.
And then when I found unity, a lot of unity prayers, if people who were raised in unity, we used to start, and Charles and Myrtle, our founders, used to start all prayers with Father, Mother, God. And it was revolutionary in the time, but it still is a gendering of God. It is still a male and female. And what if God is non-binary? What if God doesn't have genitals, right? And what if God is just the, right? Oh my God, oh, where are you, right? And it can be frightening because it can take away our comforter God, our mother God, or our father God. But that idea that people who express their gender differently are actually more in line spiritually is also ancient wisdom.
It is.
It is also ancient wisdom. The Delphi of Greek was a hermaphrodite. both male and female. The oracle. And that idea that we can choose how we worship, how we live, and how we're in communion with earth itself, day and night, yin and yang, positive, negative. So from the Eastern traditions to the Mid-Eastern traditions to our new Western traditions.
And the transcendentalists.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, they believed that God was in all things, just like Ken was saying. You know, God is in nature and God is in us. And we are all inheritors of that perennial wisdom that sort of flowed through the transcendent, through the mystics, through all of the ancient religions. We always come back to it, that perennial wisdom of oneness. We are not male, not female, but we are one. And we have those parts of ourselves. But when we have a society that is so gendered and so weighted against the female, speaking of, you know, I'm a female, I can speak that way.
You can speak.
You know, you know, men are just as fraught with losing their own sensitivities. Part of their parts are cut off, and women's parts are, you know, we're not a whole person anymore. We've stepped out of guardianship and into separation. And you know, and that comes up in our world, them against us. We're not one. It's somehow religion became a football game, you know?
And you wrote it, and I want to not lose it. It became about domination, not dominion. Right? Right? And she wrote it to me, and I was like, yes, we had this conversation about it, because dominion is our right to be here, because we are, like we just said for the kids, the perfect expression of life itself, of God's perfect expression. That's each and every one of us. But domination is the downfall when we think we own the land.
Apollo.
Right? And we own other people.
Mm-hmm.
We own the situation. Not that we have dominion in it to co-create, but to own. So
how do we move back from taking to tending? You know, it's I don't know where we are in our dialogue.
I know, we got lost in our script. It's great.
So much fun to do this.
So here you have yin and yang. I don't like to be tied to the script, and Reverend Eleesabeth is a brilliant author. She's tied to the script. So you're watching the dance in real life. I'm on page 3.
But nature is a reset. You know, and it's bipartisan. We're wired. As humans, we are wired for nature. And when we separate ourselves from that, we separate ourselves from the wholeness and from the inspiration that we need to imagine differently. I think that's one of the reasons, not in the script, that California is the 4th largest economy in the world, is that we are so diverse. And we accept our diversity, and somehow we are able to create more. I mean, it's the definition of being lucky when we expand our consciousness, when we come from a place of alignment, which is why we do prayer and meditation. We align to the higher and the greater within. We see opportunities better. We get lucky. We see things that we wouldn't see normally. It's not luck, it's consciousness.
Yeah. And when we can move, when we can shift from this competition to get what we need, this hoarding, right? So I got to gather more and more and more and more to us, and this competition means I have to beat you to it, because there's our belief that the earth is limited, that the resources are limited, that our time is limited. That belief system, the BS, is that I have to dominate and control rather than collaborate, cooperate.
And create.
Together. That kind of shift. And Jessica sang it. You think the earth is just a dead thing you can claim. And what the transcendentalists, Emerson and Walden and Thoreau, taught us was that God Spirit is in everything, in the inanimate, in the animate, and in all of life, and in the energy that exists between us. One of the things when I was studying in seminary, he talked about, there's many translations in the scripture about what Jesus says about the kingdom of heaven. And the kingdom of heaven is within you, is one of them. The kingdom of heaven is at hand. But one of my favorites is the kingdom of heaven is amongst you, is between you. And it's in the cooperation that we exhibit together.
In the relationship.
In the relationship.
Yeah,
yes.
We're back on script now.
That's the kingdom of heaven. And that's the divine feminine.
Yeah.
Right?
It is. It is. It's about collaboration, not competition. You know, the Native Americans talked about it. The mystics talk about it all the time. The children talk about it. The wisdom of the children, the wisdom of our elders, and our own inner teacher. It's about accepting, not dividing.
Yeah. And here we are again, talking about Earth and talking about nature. And this is just really interesting for me. I notice it's like I keep going back to scripture in this talk. It's like, who am I? What has happened to Reverend Ken here? But Jesus, again, when he was at his most stressed in all the scriptures, always went away into the wilderness, to the desert, to the places where he could connect with nature.
Where the silence, in the silence, he could hear the still small voice.
And I know it happens for me. It's like when I'm the most in need, I go out into my garden. I get the dirt in my fingernails. I sit under the giant oak tree in my yard. Or I go to the beach, right? All those places, you may have all of those for yourself, where you can walk into a park, where you can feel the grass underneath your feet, where you can be one with nature itself and understand that there is a rhythm to all of this, to all of the seasons, and that the earth itself speaks to us. The earth itself is a living being, is life itself, and that none of it is static. Have you noticed that about your life? That it constantly changes? Even when you think it's not, it is constantly changing. So that moment of understanding that we are part of a living planet. We are part of a living universe that is constantly moving and expanding, and we are never, ever stationary.
That's true. Everything changes, but there's a wisdom that always comes back again. It's perennial wisdom. It's much to do with the unity principles, that we're one, that we're connected, that we are greater than the sum of this human existence.
Greater than our parts.
Greater than our parts.
Yeah.
The indigenous traditions speak to that rhythm. The mystics, the poets.
Can you talk to us about the work that you do?
At the end of life, I'm a hospice chaplain, interfaith, interspiritual chaplain, and I support people in grief. So that constant change is people come to me and they see it as damage, and maybe it's just change. Maybe it's opportunity to grow something new in different ground. It is, and the language of nature, whether I'm at bedside or whether I'm counseling people for change, the language of nature meets them where they are. It doesn't offend anyone, which is amazing. And it's always inspirational. You know, it's a ground truth that we've forgotten. We've moved out of being tenders to being in a sports game, really. Jesus didn't have that in mind. How did we derive that from Jesus' teaching? Love your neighbor, kill them. No, it's not what it's about.
And when I was a kid, I was an altar boy. How many of the former altar boys in the room? Oh, they got a handful of them here, right? So in the Catholic tradition, boys, now girls get to do it too, would serve on the altar and assist the priest. And imagine me in a full cassock and surplice, right?
Yeah, we can mention that, Tim. We can do that.
White lace, really nice. So, but one of the first things I got to do as a young 8, 9-year-old young man was to serve a funeral of another child. It was a 5-year-old girl in the casket. And I still remember it. I have the vision of it in my head still 60 years later. It was so powerful. And the Catholic teaching was ashes to ashes, dust to dust. And there's something so profound in that we have this life, that each and every one of us here online, if you're listening to this right now or later, right here, this is the only moment we have. This is the moment that we are here for. So whether you are 6 or 60, you're either 9 or 90, this is the moment you get to regenerate, where you get to be anew who you are. And you may be a new elder. You may be a new middle-ager. You may be a new teenager for the little ones downstairs, transitioning from their first decade of life into their teen years. We are constantly in this cycle, just like the earth is, of summer, winter, spring, and fall. And we keep moving through those cycles. And when we can do it consciously, we stop worrying and realize, oh, this is the season that I am here for. This is the process I am here for.
We're born into paradox, mystery and miracle. We are all everything at the same time. Though the way that the world distracts us, we are not conscious of that wholeness. We are a distracted society.
Yeah.
More and more and more and more. And that is an obstacle to hearing nature. This talk was one of the names of the talk is listening to the earth. Listening. What are we listening for? We're listening for inspiration. We're listening for reset. We're listening for strength to move forward in change.
And you always listen for inspiration in poetry.
In poetry.
She's our ministry of poetry. She is.
Yes.
And there's a quote that you love.
Which one? Let's see. No.
Mary Oliver.
Mary Oliver, yes. It's all about growth and decay. It's about, thank you, growth and decay, beginning and ending. Everything is happening at the same time. It's like we're on this Mobius strip. Does everybody know what a Mobius strip is? It's the ultimate recycling symbol. It's where you put one twist into a cylinder of ribbon, and then it's just, no matter where you go on the ribbon, it's one path. It's one precious path. Tell me, what is it you plan to do with your one wild and precious life? One path, one life.
Yeah. And
distracted.
That constant recycling, that constant turning over, that we exist in compost, in the regeneration.
And the earth knows what to do with compost. It's like in some of my meditations I say, give it back to the earth. It knows what to do with it. It's not yours to do. And compost is Thich Nhat Hanh. I don't know whether you're supposed to say this or me, but no mud, no lotus. We need it all. No mud, no lotus.
And we've decided we needed to do something here. It has been a frustration for me personally and for the team here that works here. We love the Sunday expression here. And we have an incredible meal downstairs. For those of you online, I really hope you get to come here one day and be with us, because we have our communion downstairs where we break bread together and we share food. But I have been watching. We haven't been able to renovate the kitchen yet to get to the place where we can have real plates and a dishwasher, so we're better stewards of the earth.
We're planning on doing that, but we're getting it practical in our own kitchen now.
And so we have taken a baby step, and everybody here knows my work, and it's like, baby steps aren't small for the baby. Everything is done in small incremental steps, and those little steps change everything. So what we're doing starting today for Earth Day is everything you touch downstairs is 100% compostable. The plastic, the plates, the forks, the knives, the coffee cups, all are compostable. So you don't have to figure out which container you're going to put anything in again. Because it's been frustrating. You see people standing there going, the fork is not compostable, the plate is compostable. Everything now is compostable. And so that's an investment. That means we have to spend more money to do that. But we're spending it for ourselves. We're investing it on ourselves for the earth. And that is stepping into this idea of coming back from separation. Back from that we are not parts of the earth, we are part of it. And that we are caregivers. We take care in reciprocity. That's the other word that Eleesabeth brought up. That I was like, oh my God. Taking care of the earth is reciprocity. What has been so freely given to us, we give back generously. We give back. And that goes back to the idea of separation. We think we're separate. And there's another quote that this poetry wizard brought up, the Hafiz. Can we bring that up?
The hardest work in the world is the hardest work in the world is our separation from God.
Yeah, it's slightly
there it is.
different.
Your separation from God,
yes.
And love is the hardest work in the world. Yeah, it's when we are aligned, believe it or not, it's easier. We have the omnipotent as our partner. So we have the earth as our benefactor and our sister, shall I say?
And then that brings us back to the idea of compost, right? We're taking all the stuff we're eating and all the things we don't need, and we're returning them to the earth, and they turn back into mud. And there's a quote from Thich Nhat Hanh. The site goes, if there's no mud, there's no lotus.
No mud,
there's
no
no
lotus.
flower. So when we can understand that what we are creating is the very cycle of life, and that we are part of this energy, we bring it home to ourselves, right? We bring it home to each other, and we stop trying to hoard it, and we share it freely. That win-win situation.
And bringing it to consciousness, bringing it to your consciousness, allows it to filter out into the world. You know, what we do matters. How we do it matters right here and right now.
Right. We are, you are, every one of us is the product of an exploded star. Right?
Yes.
We are the dust. We are stardust. And that we come together in this form, and we shall go back to dust, but we will continue this cycle of wholeness and expansion, and that continual cycle of dust to dust, life to life.
Mud to lotus.
Mud to lotus.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you.
Let's take that to our time of meditation. Mud to lotus.
Thank you.
So we have a special meditation for us today. Reverend Eleesabeth is going to do another sound meditation for us. And I'm going to add the words, but she's going to use the drum. I invite you to get comfortable in your seat. We need to, thank you, Ryan. I was just going to get the microphone for that. invite you to get comfortable in your seats. And if you're comfortable at some point, to close your eyes. But first, let's enjoy the rhythm of the earth.
And the sound of nature.
Yeah.
It's not your imagination, it's real. There you go. Beautiful. Let's take a breath. Breathing in the plant's gift, opening up through the heart and releasing what is there to release into the world, back to the earth, who knows what to do with it. All the stories that are no longer yours to live. Breathing in gratitude through the heart. Breathe in and letting go again. Whatever there is that you can release. I brought my djembe. I want to do an earth rhythm for you from the Daigle people in West Africa. It's about reciprocity. It's about us and the earth. Earth, abundant, giving, there for us. And us walking the earth, doing our life. We are in relationship. Drop down. To the rhythm.
This is an invitation to awareness. A shift from consumption to connection. From taking to tending. A connection. A collaboration. An experience of oneness. Of wholeness. On this day, we celebrate. We celebrate the beauty of our planet. The reciprocity of inhale and exhale. Of giving and receiving. A sacred partnership. A sacred practice. Into the inseparable rhythm of life. We are one with the universe and all living things. We are one with it all. We are woven together into this fabric of life. Take this moment and feel your connection to the earth. Feel the gravity pulling you down. Feel your connection to time itself. Feel your connection to the never-ending rhythm of life, of change, of seasons, and feelings. And in this moment, decide how you want to step into this partnership, how you want to fully live this season of your life. How do you want to receive? How will you give? This day, we get to choose. We get to choose how we will show up, how we will shift, how we will experience. Today, we set our intention to be the co-creators of a world that works for everyone. No exceptions, no exclusions, no excuses. We are powerful, for we are made in the image and the likeness of the divine itself. We are here to be the change makers and the caretakers. We are here to know. To be the hands, the face, the voice, the instrument of God. In the silence, in the stillness, know the I am.
In this moment, in this place, I remember who I am, letting fear and worry fall away from me. I open my eyes and see there is only love. There is only love. Love that heals, love that sets us free. There is only love. When I lose myself, when I feel I've lost my way, when I go inside and quiet my mind, I hear Spirit gently say, there is only love. There is only love. Love that heals, love that sets us free. There is only love. There is only love. There is only love. Love that heals, love that sets us free. There is only love.
So it is. Thank you, Eleesabeth.
It's really fun.
Wonderful. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Reverend Elizabeth. That was so wonderful. Oh, and Reverend Ken. Just, hello. Shall we dance?
But that beautiful space that we just created, right? That interdependency, this reawakening to our connection to each other, remembering who and what we are, and the greater collective Mother Earth, this experience together.
Just also, rhythm as a birthright. Like, it's there. It's time itself in its own natural form, right? I love that, spiritual technology.
Yes.
That anchoring presence that just brings us into this moment, and this one, and this one.
Yes,
Thank you so
yes.
much for that gift.
Yes. Remembering things that are eternal, especially in the moments when I get stressed out. Say, hey, wait a minute, there are eternal things like spiritual technologies, the rhythm of nature, the reciprocal love of one another is more eternal than the current news cycle. Calm myself down, remember, and then set my intention. Say, who do I want to be? What do I want to stand for? So I want to draw your attention to the Sunday Bulletin because inside of this spiritual connection card, we have this thing that we call spiritual practices. It's an opportunity for you. Consider these 4 phrases or write your own. If they ring true for you, then mark it off, drop it in the offering basket. Reverend Ken, he just holds you in prayer this week and he says, as you have written down, as you have declared, he agrees with you. It is therefore true for you. So, if these phrases ring true for you, then write them down.
And the first one is to notice your connection to the earth, whatever way that means to you.
Right? This week I set my intention that I'm choosing to celebrate the gift of this planet.
I am choosing to nurture life through daily actions.
Right. I'm choosing to care in every moment. Let me set my intention today so that all week long, when I need it, let me remember. There's also room for you to write your own, put it in your own words, or write in a prayer request. Drop this in the offering basket when it comes around in just a moment.
Such a beautiful practice. Thank you.
Yeah.
All right, spiritual discussion group is happening today after the service. It is 30 minutes long. Everyone is welcomed. It is downstairs and also online. So for those of you in our eternally digital world, come join as well.
Yes. If you're viewing with us live on YouTube, go to our website, click the Zoom link. If you're here in person, grab a little plate of food, go to the conference room, join the discussion group downstairs. We always take a moment to pause and acknowledge the reciprocal giving and receiving of time, talent, and treasure. Wherever it is that you choose to give with love. Give with knowledge and a knowingness that you are giving your seed of your love, of your time, of your talent, and of your treasure. If you're looking for a healthy organization that does good in the world, we invite you to give right here at Unity San Francisco. For example, ushers and greeters. We're looking for more ushers and greeters right here at Unity. So if you're interested, see myself, see one of the staff, and for more information. But especially, I want to point out, this week we have some people who specially gave. That is Alan Klein gave as a sponsor of the hospitality this week. So thank you, Alan Klein, for sponsoring hospitality.
Happy birthday.
And another special thank you to Kate Hunt and Mark Litt. They're sponsoring the music this week. Thank you to Mark and
Yes.
Kate.
Also, happy birthday.
That is in honor and celebration of their mutual birthdays. So thank you, Kate and Mark, for sponsoring music. If you'd like to be involved, there's a variety of ways for you to get involved. Now, we invite you to sponsor music or hospitality, but we also invite you to support the ministry here at Unity San Francisco. And there's a variety of ways to give.
We have this beautiful QR code right here. If you want to just go ahead and snap a picture and let it take you right to the page online, that works. The link is also in the chat.
Yep.
We also still, accept currency and checks. So, if you want to write a check out, go ahead and slip that in the basket as well.
Yes, the ushers are coming forward for the offering, and we always anchor our time of giving with an affirmation. So why don't you do it ahead?
I would love to.
Yes.
I'm going to say it one time, and then I will ask you to join me. I give with abundant love and joy. As I give, I receive. I give with abundant love and joy,
and as I give, I receive. And so it is.
So it is.
Thank you, ushers. We always have lots of activities and events. One of the things coming up is going to be on May 3rd. It's another Soulful Breathwork session. This one is with Christian de la Huerta. He's a wonderful facilitator. We're going to move the chairs back, create a sacred space. Christian will be leading us, giving a little bit of information about what breathwork is. But then you enter into a breath session collectively. Whatever it is that's ready to be healed in me will come to the surface. So come and sign up and get involved with the breathwork session that's coming up on May 3rd, 5 p.m. right here in the sanctuary.
Also, Reverend Ken wrote a book. Yay! So exciting. And he is doing an unapologetic manifestation retreat at Unity Village, 4 days, 5 steps, 1 abundant life. So if you're ready to dive into that work and under the amazing care and wisdom of the author himself, go ahead and sign up for that.
Yes.
That's September 21st through the 25th.
Yep. We'll go to that wonderful retreat. And Reverend Ken's going to come up and tell us a little more about this wonderful march that's coming up. Opportunity for us to get involved.
Yeah, so many of you know that we did the Indivisible March last month. Was that last month already? God, time is so flying. And but the next time that Indivisible is doing a march has to do with Pride here in Pride weekend, on the weekend of the 26th and 27th, 25th, 26th, 27th, where the whole city of San Francisco is going to be celebrating. On the 27th, on Saturday the 27th, I'm getting the dates all wrong, but on Saturday the 27th, we are going to participate in a march that it's titled the I Could Be Trans March, which is an opportunity for allies, those of us who want to support our trans brothers and sisters and stand alongside them as they're going through this time. And we invite you to join us on that march and to sign up. The information's on our website. We'd like to get T-shirts and banners made so we can march together in solidarity with our trans brothers and sisters. And also on that Friday, I'm in conversation with the organization. We're talking about supporting the Trans March itself, which is on the Friday the 26th, by setting up a table and being there to lend our physical, financial, and emotional support on that day. So we're going to make it as part of our Pride weekend celebrations, and I'm looking for people to help me do all that. I'm going to be at the tables and I'm going to do all that. So if you're interested in supporting and becoming an ally and being part of this whole moment, this opportunity to step up and to stand alongside and to stand in front of and to stand with our brothers and sisters, come speak to me and let's figure out what we can all do together. Okay?
Love it.
Thanks.
Thank you. Another opportunity to get involved.
Yes.
And we always have our monthly connection groups. They happen on a regular cycle. The one that's coming up next is this Monday, tomorrow, Mindful Miles with Kate Thornton. She'll be hosting. Now you have to go to the website, you have to sign up, because then you receive the email that tells you the location where everybody's going to be walking together. So join us. Let's see. Oh, if you'd like prayer, see a prayer chaplain after service. We're here to support you with the power of agreement and affirmative prayer. And also you can drop a prayer request in the prayer box, or if you're online, go to our website and submit a prayer request that way as well.
Great. All right, thank you all so much for being a part of this wonderful day, this wonderful service. And we're gonna sing you another little song now.
Yes, here comes the music team. We invite you to rise to your feet.
Yes.
Let the music move you. Let's sing together.
Should remember to turn this on. We're going to sing all the good, because while you can't do whatever the world needs, what you can do, the world needs, right? I'm sorry. Though you can't do everything the world needs, what you can do, the world needs, right?
Right.
Okay, you're with me. I wasn't sure. All right, here we go. Everybody, we're gonna bop together. We're gonna bop. Bop this way, bop this way, bop this way, bop this way. Here we go. 1, 2, sing. I cannot do all the good that the world needs, but the world needs all the good that I can do. I cannot do all the good that the world needs, but the world needs all the good that I can do. I cannot do all the good that the world needs, but the world needs all the good I can do. I cannot do all the good that the world needs, but the world needs all the good I can do. All right, you cannot do all the good that the world needs, but the world needs all the good that you can do. We cannot do all the good that the world needs, but the world needs all the good that we can do. You cannot do all the good that the world needs, but the world needs all the good you can do. We cannot do all the good that the world needs, but the world needs all the good we can do. 'Cause the world needs all the good we can do. 'Cause the world needs all the good we can do.
Happy
Happy
Sunday!
Sunday! All the good that the world needs, but the world needs all the good we can do. We cannot do all the good that the world needs, but the world needs all the good we can do. 'Cause the world needs all the good we can do. 'Cause the world needs all the good we can do. That ending's a little tricky. Just a little tricky.
I'm gonna come in